Hello there. In this video, I'm going to show you how to view the Rocket Fuel insights for a campaign using the Insights Data Table. From the Summary Dashboard, we can navigate to the Insights Data Table a number of different ways. From the Learn drop-down menu, you can select Insights. From the gray menu bar, you can click Insights. And from the Summary Dashboard, under any attribute displayed, you can click the Learn More link. Any one of these three options will take you to the Insights data table for the selected campaign. I'm going to click Insights on the gray menu bar. Here is the Insights data table for our selected campaign. Just like the Summary Dashboard, all the data presented here in the Insights data table is reported as performance lift against the campaign average. It is displayed as a percentage, either as a positive percentage, which indicates that it's above the campaign average, or as a negative percentage, which indicates that it's below the campaign average. The Insights data table is divided into two sections. On the left, you have the list of signals or attributes divided into different categories like activities, context, and lifestyle. You can collapse or expand any category simply by clicking the arrowhead to the right of each category title. You can also search for any attribute in the list by using the search box above the category list. As you start to use the Insights data table, you'll quickly notice that there is a lot more information and details here than in the Summary Dashboard. The Summary Dashboard is great for a high-level overview and visualization of key signals or attributes. But the Insights data table provides more information, more details, and a number of data filtering options. Any signal or attribute selected on the left will display the Insights data in the table to the right. Currently, content is selected and displayed. I'm going to start by selecting Day of Week. You'll see that the table is immediately refreshed with the Insights data for Day of Week. If you look at the data table, you'll see the dark gray line for baseline in the center portion of the table. This baseline represents the campaign average. Above this baseline is where we will see any positive performance lift, and below the baseline is where we will see any negative performance lift. As you can see for Day of Week, Monday has the highest positive lift, and Friday has the highest negative lift. Let's now select a different signal, Metro Region DMA. As you can see, there is a lot of data displayed for Metro Region DMA. Using this large set of data for Metro Region DMA, let's take a look at the various data filtering options. By default, the Rocket Fuel DSP displays the insights for the entire campaign. But you can choose to focus on a single line item by selecting it from the Line Item drop-down menu. In the Metric drop-down menu, there are a number of additional options. You can select Click Contribution or Conversion Contribution. There's even an option for both, which combines both clicks and conversions in a scatter plot graph and shows segments as bubbles. Let's take a look. In this scatter plot graph, the CTR lift percent is displayed on the x-axis and the CVR lift percent is displayed on the y-axis. I can easily zoom into any area simply by clicking and drawing a box. To see the details for any segment, simply hover over the bubble and look to the right of the graph. Let's return to our conversion rate. By default, the Rocket Fuel DSP displays insights and learnings for the last 8 weeks. But you can choose to focus on a smaller period, such as the last 2 weeks or the last 4 weeks. The next drop down to the right is Traffic Source, with two options, Rocket Fuel and All Sources. Rocket Fuel represents visitors to your campaign page who were served a Rocket Fuel ad. All Sources represents a sample of internet users regardless of whether or not they were served a Rocket Fuel ad. Next, the impressions filter easily allows the ability to limit the amount of data displayed by setting a minimum number of impressions for each line item. For example, I could choose to only look at data where a minimum of 100,000 impressions were served. I can also do this for clicks as well as conversions. If I select a minimum number of conversions, say 500, then my data set updates and adds this additional layer of filtering on top of the filtering for impressions already in place, therefore reducing the amount of data displayed even further. To remove any filtering on impressions, clicks, or conversions, simply click the drop-down menu for the type of filtering you want to remove and select the less than or equal to 0 option at the top of the list. Finally, we see the button for export. This feature will be covered in our next video. This concludes our video on viewing the rocket fuel insights for a campaign using the Insights data table.